Yo, 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 yo. So this is my beginner tutorial on FL Studio. Um, so when you first get in here, you want to get the sound right. Get your sound right. So what you're gonna do is go here to the top, click on Options, go to Audio Settings, choose your input. I don't know if you're just using your regular laptop. It'll be built in. Um, Output. I'm using a Mac, so it's built in output. Choose that. If you got an audio box, choose that. Blah blah blah. You most likely gonna keep your sample rate on 44.1. Um, I recommend these settings around 1,000 right here. If you got some clicks and pops, you want to move it up gradually till they stop. Um, and just copy these settings. For the most part, that's really all you need for now. So you got that right. Then now I'm going to show you where everything is at. So obviously up here in the left corner of the program is all your settings. This is where you save at, file, save. This is where you export to MP3s. You save your projects, you open new projects, and these is all your recent projects. Um, Edit is like your undos, cuts, add obviously plugins, add new plugins, add a new pattern, change your view. Really, it just it takes you open and close windows, and obviously options is all your MIDI settings, how it look and audio settings and all that type of stuff. Um, Tools, I don't really use this one, but obviously you see, they got the FL Cloud mastering. Um, this is all your like little tweaks and stuff. I only use like two settings in this tools window though, and it help. Whatever you need in there, you can. They have a whole index where you can search stuff up in here. But anyway, that's all that. Then you got next to that is your transport window. Play, stop, record. This is the tempo. You can right click, tap the tempo in. This is your master pitch and volume. Um, all right, next to that is, this is basically still the same window. So you have your settings for recording. If you want to count in, whatever the case may be. This one right here is to activate your keyboard on your laptop, so you can use that to play sounds on your laptop. All right, this is your snap right here. If you want to snap stuff to the grid, how many measures or whatever the case may be. This is a time signature. These are different patterns, how to switch through the patterns. And then next to that is all the shortcuts to bring up the windows that you're gonna need to make your beats. All right, that's the whole top row. Then we're gonna go to the left side of the screen, which is where all your sounds would be. Most of them gonna be in packs. You can run through there. They got your regular stock FL sounds. Um, Mostly drum. They have some waves over here that you can use or whatever, but you most likely gonna outsource to get better sounds to use on FL. So get your drum packs or whatever. Now there's different ways of getting the sounds into FL Studio, as far as your drums and stuff. Really, the drum folder, you can drag them over here and it'll make the shortcut. So just don't make sure you don't delete where they at, because next time you open your project, it's gonna say it can't find it. So keep it where it's at, drag it right here, and it's gonna make this folder, like how I got G drums right here. It's gonna make yours. Um, your projects, when you save them, they're gonna probably be in my projects. You just double click that to it'll bring up your new projects. The rest of this stuff, a lot of stuff you ain't even gonna be touching. So if you forget to save and it crash on you or whatever the case may be, go into backup, hit the last one to be at the top, or the last whatever it auto saved in the background. So you gonna click on that one, go in, and then save it again. So that's that. They got demo projects you can open that people made through FL's image line. Um, just like different stuff on here. You can, go through that yourself. Okay, so then we have this big window right here with all this open space. This is the playlist window. So the playlist window is where you're gonna pattern your stuff out to make it into a song, full song. Basically chorus, verse or whatever. That's how you do all that in here. Um, and they have, obviously these are the tools. This is the cutting tool. This is the select tool, the paint tool where it paints stuff on there, and so forth. Um, and they have the snapping for this grid right here, and right here where it says pattern one. All your patterns is gonna show up here. So okay, so you got that. This is the playlist window, how you pattern stuff out into songs or whatever. Okay, so when you get in here, let me see how much time I got. What time I got on there? Which I don't know how to see how long I've been recording. But we're gonna keep going. So when you get in here, change the sound settings, get your drums in here, get and install whatever VSTs you had. Go through that process. Next. It is most likely install on its own, and then I mean they have VSTs already in here, so you really ain't gonna. I ain't say you really gonna need it because you're gonna be a beginner. So you get in here, get sound settings, get your drums, and you go most likely gonna be using the channel rack to do your drums when you first start off. So channel rack right here, click on it over here to pop up. So what you're gonna do is you go over here, you get a drum sound, your drum sounds or whatever the case may be. Just clap. Um, let's see. You get a kick, you drag it over, or you can right click and go to open a new channel. It'll make one over here. So change your BPM. I don't work in double time. That's why my stuff is automatically set to 83. And you make your little drum line in the channel rack. Mm, 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 mm. So you make your drums in the channel rack, and then so when you make your drums in the channel rack, this is just the loop you're making. So you make loops right here, and the loops to make it into a full song. You got the switch right here by the play button. You got the pattern, which plays the channel rack, and you got the song, which plays the playlist, the full song. So listen to your loops, you go to that pattern. You listen to your full song, you go to that one. So to get your loops that you make into the playlist, put it on song. The loops will be over here. So when I make my first loop, it's gonna be pattern one right here. See how I'm choosing the pattern right here, right here? That's how you change the patterns. And it's gonna show up over here on the left too. So that pattern, you would drag that pattern right here. Drag the pattern right here. And then it's on song. So I'm playing the playlist. So you're gonna hit play. Uh, mm, mm. So when that's the kick. So you want your snare, you building the beat. So you go to pattern two. You get your snare, whatever you want. Let's see. Let's just right click, open new channel, which is going to be at the bottom of mine. But most likely you're going to be putting it right here. Just for the sake of this video. So I made pattern two. You're going to go to the side. Actually, you don't have to go to the side. You're on the pattern itself. So you can just paint it onto the playlist. Boom, boom. But at any given time, if you don't want to change this pattern all the time, all the patterns is over here on the side. You can just drag them in when you feel. So I got it in the playlist. My kicks up here. My snares is on here. And that's 2 different patterns. 1 and 2. Hit play. Mm, 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 mm. So that's that. And so forth. You're going to keep building patterns on this channel rack until you get a full beat. So let me just go through this in. So you make your beat on this channel rack. They have the I'm gonna get to the piano roll in a second. So you make your drums in the channel rack, paint it on the playlist. That's what you do. Some people already have these already on the playlist, but I don't do that. So you make it in the channel rack, put it on the playlist. That's gonna be how you make your full song. So when you do your pianos and stuff, let's see. I'm gonna go to Flex. I already got. So you pull your plugins, or you go to this plus sign down here. All your plugins will show up, and I have Flex already open. So once you go there, it'll open up in here, right here, like in this list. You go to little piano, and just say you're making a new pattern 3, and you want to record this. Hit the record button. Keep it on pattern 3. For some reason, I always got to scroll down to 3 right here. Put it at the top. But anyway, you recording on pattern 3. You about to record this piano. Hit the record button. I got the count in 1, 2, 3 up here highlighted, so it's gonna count it in. Hit the play button, and we're gonna record it. And that's that. You recorded on pattern 3. Now, when you record stuff, it goes into the piano roll. So, which the pattern shows up in the channel rack, but you click into it and it go to piano roll, so you can edit that. You can quantize these to put them on the grid, put them on the line. Is Command Q. So you want to turn your record button off. So that you recorded that. Same thing. Put it on the playlist right under your drums. I already got it over here, but put it on the playlist under your drums, and all of them will play at the same time. So just say you got 20 sounds built up. You ready to make your full song now. Ready to make your full song. You can highlight all these, which is Command A, and then you can copy and paste it. Command C and then Command B. You want to keep pressing B. All right. So then we building the song. We're gonna build your intro, verses or whatever the case may be. So just say we building the intro right now. When you pasted them in, all your sounds gonna be in there. You can delete whatever you want, how you want it to come in. We're gonna say it's gonna come in with the piano. So then you build it all the way to the end. And like I said, you can do whatever edits you want. You double click in this. You can edit your pianos. You can double click in this. Now you can edit your drums in the piano roll too. Once you get them in this, you can record them in, or you can do them on the channel rack. I did mine on the channel rack, but you can always edit them in the playlist that's how you do your, like if you had hi-hats and you want to do triples and stuff and make them roll, you would go to this little icon right here. It'll switch it. And then you click in the piano roll. Now you can edit your drums in the piano roll. double them up like so. Hold on. So you're gonna do like a double kick, like hold on. Mm, something like that. Then anytime you can switch it back, it don't matter. Um, and that's that. Um, so let's go through this again. We'll go through this again. Get your settings right when you get in here. Make sure you're hearing sound. Make sure you put your drums in there if you wanted to put like, some 808s and shit in there. Drag them over to the side and they're going to be on the side. Or if you're using FL sounds, they're going to be on the side. You're going to, start however you want to start. I don't know if it's drums or piano, the case may be. You're going to do it in the playlist or you're going to do it in the piano roll. If you wanted to start with a melody first, you go to your plugin. What was we using? Oh, we was using Flex. This how you know which one you on. This highlight right here. These are the if we talk about channel rack, these are the volumes and the pans over here. You can right click to mute it, or it'll bring up a list. But you can solo it to just hear that sound, and then you can unsolo it. And these is pan left to right in the volume, and so I'm saying, get all your sounds, get your sound together so you can hear the sound, and get ready to make your patterns and stuff. So you make your drum sounds and melody sounds in the channel rack. And if you record them in, they're gonna record into the playlist or whatever. And that all every time you make a pattern, it's gonna show up over here on the side. You can grab them whenever you want and drag them into the playlist and build your song or whatever. These shortcuts over here, the windows you're gonna be needing to use, they come in and out. This is the playlist. This is the piano roll. If you want to bring that up at any time. This is the channel rack, and you have your mixer where you can, change the volumes. This is master volume, and these are your regular volumes in here. And you add plugins to these on the right. On the right, you click on this little arrow, choose what plugin, boom, you good. And that's what you see how these don't got no plugins on them, but my master do. Okay, so and to get them in there, get the sounds in the mixer, you have to just say, you can do it a few ways. You click on it, go up here to this arrow, route to feed mixer track. I mean, it might be another way. I get them all in there. What I do is I highlight them all and I press Command L and it'll throw all of them in the mixer. Like so. I'm gonna press Command L right now. Oh, wait, hold on. That was a mistake. Let me undo that. It should do it now. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. I'm having a little technical difficulties. Let's see. Okay, there you go. It worked now. So Command L, it threw all of them in the mixer. Oop. And yeah, when you're done pattern out your beat, you go to File, save your project, or you can export to whatever file you want to export, MP3, blah blah blah. That's the case may be. Now FL Studio is free to try. For the most part, everything is unlocked. Only thing you can't do, for the most part, is reopen projects. You can save the projects, you just can't reopen them. So people get that misconstrued or whatever the case may be. And I think that's dope. You can try it out for free. Everything is for the unlocked for the most part. I really don't. It's been a minute since I tried the free version, so I don't know what's all really unlocked. But I know last time I tried it, shit, damn near every plugin was unlocked. So yeah, that's my little tutorial on this. I hate to keep going back. I ain't the best tutorial making person, but um I ain't trying to make this hard because man, bro, I tried Ableton for a week and I felt like that was a headache. Feel like the headache the way the Windows is set up. But once I got it, it was cool, And the only real difference is like the everything is in Ableton. All the windows are on there, and here you have to open your windows. So and like come to find out, I produce the same in both of them. It's all in your head. So I think whatever DAW you use, it don't even matter. Like you're gonna produce the same in there. It's just the workflow gonna be different. Um, but don't make this complicated going into FL Studio. It's not really complicated. You got your transports at the top, settings up here on the left, sounds on the right, playlist is damn near on the whole screen in the middle, and you're gonna be switching back and forth from the channel rack. Well, you're gonna be going through all these windows, but you're gonna be switching from the pattern, which is the channel rack, and the song. Song plays your whole song, all your patterns that you built up, and pattern just plays that one loop that you made. So you dragging all those loops onto this pattern screen until it become a full song. That now you can get like way more advanced doing stuff, but yeah. If y'all have any questions, and hit it in the comments. How to do this, how to do that. I got you. All right, this is Looney. I'm out.